So today I got a few things to talk about, starting with Battlefield 4. I have not released a video on Battlefield 4 yet, so this is officially my first, and unfortunately there is some sound issues with this footage specifically, so you'll just have to bear with me here. It's not perfect, and I'm going to talk about why in a minute now. Battlefield 4, kind of a big deal. Been playing around with it a lot. I'm actually kind of struggling with the game. Battlefield 3 was... I would consider myself an above average Battlefield 3 player, and Battlefield 4 I seem to be having trouble breaking even most of the time. This game I did pretty well, but then again this is also just a snippet of a game, so it depends on how you look at it. I've been having some problems with the game, and so in turn I've kind of been playing team deathmatch and domination and those type of modes where I'm really being pushed to kill as many people as possible because of the fact that I'm having problems with the gunplay of this game, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's new to me. I'm not really good at adapting to new games at all, so I've been playing lots of domination just to sort of get used to the gunplay and really get like to the point where I'm effective at killing people quickly again. That being said, it's still a super fun game and I love it. Like Rush is fun, Conquest is fun. Conquest is actually fun, guys. Like Battlefield 3 for me, I did not play Conquest at all. I could not stand Conquest. It was just not my thing. It was too slow. It was constantly running around looking for a fight. Battlefield 4 Conquest is such a refreshment from that. Like it is action-packed. There are vehicles everywhere. There are, crazy craps going on all over the place. It's a big old bundle of fun. I don't know, like this is a great game. I mean, there's a ton of content. Visually, it's just phenomenal, which I'll also talk about in a second. And it's really, really fun. I have not had this much fun while being this bad at a game in a while. So, but that being said, hopefully I will improve over time. Soon, hopefully. And be able to do a little better, but I'm still having a ton of fun, and that's really what matters to me. So, I don't really, rate a game based on how good I am at it. I try not to do that. Next topic is Nvidia Shadowplay, which is why I, have such crappy sound quality. Not my voice, but the game. No, not that the sound quality is bad. It's off. It's like it's not in sync very well, and that's because I recorded this using Nvidia Shadowplay and I didn't do the manual thing. If you don't know, Nvidia Shadowplay has this thing where it always stores your last 20 minutes of gameplay, and you can edit it and everything, and it's really, really nice. So I was trying it out, and that's what I used to record this gameplay, and it is phenomenal. If you guys are getting into if you want to record any PC games and you have an Nvidia graphics card, oh man, or if you're building a PC and recording is something you might want to do, I would highly recommend getting Nvidia because of this feature. There's virtually no frame drop in terms of performance compared to not recording. So I mean, I only had about 5 frames per second less, and that's not even on a super beefy card. I have a GTX 660 in here, which is $180. Not a high performance card compared to a lot of the ones out right now from Nvidia. It's definitely one of their lower end ones, and it runs this game all high with the textures set up to ultra, like 85 frames per second, and then while recording you get like 80. So it's a really, really good setup. The only downside to it is it's currently in beta, so the sound can get off sometimes, and it's not perfect. But for the most part, it's phenomenal. I really like it. I mean, as you can see, the video quality is actually better than when I use DxTory or Fraps to record games, especially DxTory. DxTory did not have very good video quality. Nvidia Shadowplay has phenomenal video quality. I am blown away. Like 1080p, like just gorgeous quality, phenomenal. I'm absolutely impressed by this. So I would definitely say I recommend it to anyone who wants to, get into it. And yeah. So that being said, I mean I recently upgraded my graphics card to a 660. I'm not really a believer in buying a $500 graphics card because I don't think you really get a very good return on that, because new technology is always coming out. You're always getting new cards from Nvidia and AMD on both sides. I mean, if I had bought a 7970 recently before those 280Xs came out, I would have been like bummed because I would not have gotten a 280X. And I mean, there's just, like if I had gotten a 770 or a 780 from Nvidia instead of getting just a 660, yeah, it would have lasted maybe like another year, but it's also $400-500 versus $180. And I mean, if I want more power, I can always put a second 660 in there, or I can, in a few years when there's a new mid-range level card out, I can just snag one of those. The only downside to it for me is it only has 2 gigabytes of VRAM. I really wish there was a 3 gigabyte 660. I probably would have picked that up if that was the case. But I'm pretty sure the 660 only goes up to 2 gigs.